Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully, you hit that like button as well. But that is the only price of admission for our live streams. What's going on, Scoop? And what's going on, Carolyn? Shout out to my people, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all pull up. Now, I came across this video, man, and I've been trying to download this bad boy. That's one reason why I'm going late. I started a little late, 4 minutes late to be exact. And I could not download this joint to save my life. I don't know if it's because the Lord don't want y'all to hear this message. I don't know if it's because the people who own this video might strike us or something, but it's actually a really good message because a pastor went to a church and he preached the word that they needed. He didn't tell them something that they wanted to hear. He told them something that they needed. And I really want y'all to hear it. Y'all might not be able to see it all that great, but y'all will be able to hear it. I want y'all to listen to this right here, man, because I thought that this was absolutely brilliant. Check this out. Check this out. He's talking about the musician. There's 7 women in the church that want to date him. Listen to this.
Trying to date one church musician. There are 7
Here we go.
women trying to date one church musician. Can I talk to you? There's something wrong in our church because the altos ain't talking to the sopranos because they all messing with the same musician. And they don't understand the altos and sopranos are mad at each other, but he's in love with a tenor. Oh, okay, I'm gonna come on this side. Well, nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm trying to tell you something is wrong. I told the men in my church, I want you to stop shopping at Baby Gap. Those pants are too small. You look like a little boy. I need you to get something that tells me you want a woman. Now, y'all are mad. I'm gonna preach. You ain't got to invite me back. I got my own church. Well, this is a male purse. No, that is a woman's pocketbook. And I want to know why you have a pocketbook. Because my mother had one, but my daddy never carried a pocketbook. Men of God, talk back to me. What man wants to carry a pocketbook? Can I preach and you not be mad? Women of God, and don't you fall in love with no man that thinks he's cuter than you. Well, I done lost half the room and ain't nobody gonna invite me nowhere.
Hopefully y'all was picking that up right there. Hopefully y'all was picking it up. I was a minister of music for a year and a half. I was in ministry for 19 years. While my family was growing up in church, I decided just to be active. That's all that means. It wasn't out of the humility, the goodness of my heart, or none of that. It was because I decided to be active. And ministry is just so happened to be where I was active. I was part of a band that we went around to old folks' homes and retirement homes and whatnot. We sung at funerals as well, where we just went to go lift people's spirits. And it was many things that I was part of. But when I had pastors come to the church and they preached like this, I went crazy. I went crazy only because I was very much aware when I was the minister of music at a church. Almost every minister of music at every other church around DC, Maryland, and Virginia was gay. Almost every last one of them. It was a man and he was gay. That's how that was. So for this pastor to come to somebody's church and preach a word like this, it means the world to me. It means the world because what he's doing, he's not judging anybody. I don't say that's the thing because I have family members and friends of mine who are in the community. You know what I mean? I have supporters who are in the community, so I ain't got no issue with them. But I do have an issue when people try to tailor fit the Bible to their own lives versus fitting their lives to the Bible. A lot of times people like to structure the Bible in a way that fit them. And that's not how the Bible works. That's not how the word of God works. So it's good, it's refreshing to have a pastor pull up and preach straight from the Bible, bro. It's great to hear somebody preach straight from the Bible. No cut carbs, no water, no additives, no sugar, no nothing. See, this is why we got all of these different styles of churches, what you call it, different denominations, of churches, man. It makes no sense. They all got a rule that belongs to them and them only. And then another one got a rule that they take out of the Bible and put something in, and they take something out. Man, stop. Don't nobody want to hear all that. So when a pastor does pull up and he starts to talk about, man, y'all need to stop sleeping around in this church. That's one. Y'all need to stop supporting all of this flamboyant lifestyles that's opposite of the Bible in this church. Y'all need to stop that, because we're not upholding the word of God while doing that. So when I saw that, man, I said I wanted to share that with my people. I really wanted to share that with y'all. Please let me know who y'all are, where y'all are. Hit the like button when y'all come in the building, and answer the poll for me, please. That would be dope as well, because I just want to hear what y'all have to say. I have been beefing with a lot of people lately, and a lot of those people have been not necessarily beefing. It's internet stuff. It ain't nothing serious. It's just internet stuff. And it's about different conversations that are being had around America. Apparently, Black MAGA are being written off by Black culture. It has happened. By the Black community, it has happened already. Apparently, if they know that you voted for Trump, then you are out. They're telling women whose husbands or boyfriends voted for Trump that they need to leave them. You know, the same thing that Michelle Obama was telling them. This is no different. That's something that she was actually saying before. So it starts somewhere, and it started with her. She said that if they don't support Kamala, then you need to leave them. If they don't back the Black woman, then you need to leave them. Why? How are they good for you if they vote against your interests and all those other things? So that part. So there's a lot of conversation being had about different people, and some of those people just so happen to be. Let me pull this up right here, man. And thank y'all so much for pulling up and giving me a moment of y'all day, man. I really appreciate it. We just gonna check some stories out, see what's going on, catch up. I'm gonna catch up with y'all and everything. Let me pull y'all up over here on this side, because yeah, pull y'all up over here. Dang, somebody got moderated already. Jeez Louise. Thank y'all for answering the poll right now. The poll is doing what it do. It got 57 votes in 20 minutes. Make sure y'all hit the like button too if you haven't already. I'm gonna show y'all the poll in a minute. Yeah. Yep. All right. Wish I could make this joint pop out. All right. So the poll is cooking right now. All right. Thank y'all so much for answering. 81% of y'all believe that Trump is doing a great job. 11% of y'all believe that he's doing exactly what he wants to do, and you good with it because you trust him. 3% of you believe that he's doing a horrible job, and 3% are saying that he is the worst president ever. Yep, 3% of you said that he's the worst president ever. If they get to 10%, woo, this is going to be a great conversation. If horrible job and worst president ever get to 10%, this is going to be a phenomenal live stream. I'm telling you that right now, baby. If it stays at 100% of you saying, oh, Trump is great. He's great. Shout out to the old, what's the name, commercials. All right, let's check this out. Oh, shout out to you. Oh, man. Shout out to my people. Oh, yeah, that's what I was meant to do. So answer the poll and hit the like button. Low Life is here. What's going on, Low Life? Emma, what's going on, Emma? Buck Naked. What's up, Buck Naked? The Ride Service. What's going on, the Ride Service? Charlie 740. Christina Hoax. Yeah, that was an awesome preacher. He preached the word right there. Khalil, the Lutz family, what up? Kimmy Plans. The internet can be one crazy place. Yes, it can be. Money matter. What's going on? Angela Martin. Shout out to all my people, man. Shout out to all of you guys. What's going on? _kicks. D Fuzzy. What's up? Before our jobs were sold off in Louisiana, engineers. Hold on 1 second. Before our jobs were sold off in Indiana, engineers came to our area and told us not to buy things made from China. Right after that, nasty kicked in and we lost our jobs. Nasty kicked in and we lost our jobs. Wow. Trump spoke out about NAFTA, how it was going to hurt America before he ever said anything about running for president. Yep. Yeah, make sure y'all vote, man. I want to know how y'all feel about President Trump. All right. Yeah, I want to know how y'all feel about him. For real. I'm going to the other one. All right. Let me see who's on this other side. Let me see. All right. All right. Cool. All right. Let's get it, man. We about to go and get it done. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We're going to talk about a few things. A few things might make you smile. A few things might piss you off. At the end of the day, I do not care because my intention is not to piss you off. If that's what happens, then so be it. You know what I mean? So freaking be it. If that's what happens, then so be it. You feel me? That's what I say about it. Dang nabbit. That's what I say about it. Dingaling Fuentes, I call him the 4-letter word that replaces dingaling. That's what I call him. Dingaling Fuentes. This dude is chimping out, man. He is on X chimping out. Shout out to all the people who support him who are also chimping out. I swear to goodness. All right, let's go and talk about this right here. I'm pulling up this picture right here because apparently people are saying that this post was posted and it says, don't forget, these people helped get our voting rights stripped. All right. We're talking about the new mapping and all that other stuff. All right. So we're going to throw this up. That's the wrong one. I thought I had the whole daggone sheet. Here we go. All right, so all these people right here. Go ahead and yeah. All right, so we got Kanye. We got Ice Cube. I don't know why these pictures are up here. Byron Donalds, Supreme Court Justice. We got Nicki Minaj. We got Lil Wayne. Yeah. So they're saying that all these people are responsible. In this post right here, it says, don't forget, these people helped get our voting rights stripped. Then when you go down here, you see this pulls up, and it says, no Americans are losing their right to vote. Everyone's lined up. And Democrats are just losing their ability to cheat. And that is why they're mad. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these joints. So obviously they're going to go back and forth, trying to figure out who's responsible and what happened and whatnot. But here's a quote from Booker T. Washington. And he says, there's another class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs. Wow, that's heavy right there. That is heavy right. I don't know if y'all saw that part right there, but it says, having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs. Y'all got to hear that part right there. That's crazy. Because that's what a lot of them do. They advertise their victimhood. They advertise their oppression. They advertise the things that aren't working for us versus the things that are working for us. We want to advertise our failures versus our successes. Now, I'm not saying that nobody should mention the stuff that's going wrong in this country. I think they should. I like it when people get loud and they mention the things that are pissing them off. So yeah, but there's a lot of people playing with y'all emotions out here who don't really live by that. They don't really move the way that they claim that they move. That's why Black Lives Matter were able to take advantage of so many people, because it started out with a real movement, something that meant something, something that had me and my two daughters in the middle of the street in Washington, D.C., marching with our fists up, talking about Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. That meant something. That meant something. But then when they started to do exactly what they did to all the people that they got rich and fat off of, bro, they did everybody dirty. Everybody dirty. Right? That was the biggest play in the world, man. She paid her brother to be her own personal security, and she paid him $800,000 a year. This was the leader of Black Lives Matter. Okay, let's finish this right here. It says, having learned that they are able to make a living out of their troubles, they have grown into the settled habit of advertising their wrongs, partly because they want sympathy and partly because it pays. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. I was just now having this conversation with somebody the other day. I think it was JoJo. A lot of the programs that the federal government have that lean toward helping poor, impoverished people, black people, white people in poor cities and whatnot, those are considered to be democratic policies. Give to the poor and take from the rich. Take from the rich, give to the poor. Take from the rich, give to the poor. What we don't realize is that people are getting super rich off of these non-profits. People are getting super rich off of these contracts where they're able to serve these people. They get a certain budget every year. And if they don't spend all of the money that they were required, that they received from the federal government, then they're not going to get that much. So a lot of them cook the books. A lot of them give out extra gifts and pay people extra money and bring in family members and all this other stuff, right? Just making up stuff so that they can keep these contracts. And the contracts are usually behind victimhood. Let's find another thing to fuss about. Let's find another thing that we need. Let's find another way to stick it to the man. The man that they're sticking it to are the taxpayers, because it's not coming out of the pockets of Trump. That's what they think they're doing. But all they're trying to do is be greedy as hell, because the people who, why is it that all of these politicians on paper make a few $100,000 a year? And that's at most. A few $100,000 is at most. Those are the big wigs. Like the president don't get paid that much, I don't think. But then once they do like 8 years in office as a senator, congressman, congresswoman, you name it, they are worth like $10-15 million. How in the hell does that happen? Do you get that type of return on investment at your job? A lot of you been at your jobs for 15, 20, 30 years. Are you a millionaire yet? That's all I'm saying, man. It's crazy. So Booker T. Washington, he made a great point with that. Hold on, we're not done with this joint right here. We're not done with this joint right here. All right, so this is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. Here we go.
Here's my list of the 5 types of black Trump supporters. Number 5, a stupid motherfucker. Number 4, a self-hating, stupid motherfucker.
Hold on, wait a minute. What? The hell? Okay, wait. Did he say Byron Donalds is a stupid MF? Hold on. There's 5 different types of blacks.
Here's my list of the 5 types of black Trump supporters. Number 5, a stupid motherfucker.
Bruh. Okay. All right.
Number 4, a self-hating, stupid motherfucker.
All right.
Number 3, a buck dancing, ignorant ass, stupid motherfucker.
All right.
Number 2, an old Uncle Tom face ass, stupid ass motherfucker.
Hold on. I just thought that was hilarious. Only reason why I'm laughing, and I know I'm not supposed to laugh, but the only reason why I'm laughing is because he said Uncle Tom face. He has an Uncle Tom face. Come on, you didn't think that was funny that he said he got an Uncle Tom face? Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, I gotta think that part was. Come on, man. He got an Uncle Tom face.
Fucker. And the number 1 type of black Trump supporter is a self-hating, buck dancing, old Uncle Tom face ass, ignorant ass, stupid motherfucker. Hope that helps. Here's my list of the 5 types
All right.
of black Trump.
All right. I would love to see this guy have a conversation with Byron Donalds. I think that would be a brilliant opportunity for him. I think that would be a brilliant opportunity for him to share his grievances and possibly learn something from Byron Donalds, because Byron Donalds is smart as hell. Byron Donalds is smart as hell. Yeah. So somebody did post this, but then somebody wrote this right here. They post this right here. They said, never forget what LBJ said, not LeBron James. Not LeBron James. But what LBJ said, Lyndon B. Johnson said, these Negroes, they're getting pretty uppity these days, and that's a problem for us, since they've got something now they never had before. The political pull to back up their uppityness. Wow. They got people in office that's backing them up. Now we've got to do something about this. We've got to give them a little something, just enough to quiet them down, not enough to make a difference. He said that? He did not say that, bro. I'll have those N-words voting Democratic for the next 200 years. I know he didn't quote that. That's not a quote. But I do want to know if he said this part right here, because that's absolutely insane. Melinda, would you say outwork yesterday? Yeah, go and get you an outwork yesterday shirt. Get you one. Get you a hoodie. You go to hatsforsale.com inside of the link below. I got hatsforsale.com is where my newer stylish gear is. More is coming, but that's where you go. hatsforsale.com. hatsforsale.com. Also, man, speaking of hatsforsale.com, I want to give a special shout out to Nick P. Bro, you're a blessing, man. Shout out to Nick P. Nick P. That brother's a beast. He's a beast. He's behind hatsforsale.com. Yeah. And LBJ is a Democrat. So the fact that he said that, that's absolutely insane. He said these Negroes, they're getting pretty uppity these days, and that's a problem for us, since they've got something now they've never had before. The political pull to back up their uppityness. Wow. This dude did not like black people at all. But if you ask most black people who's one of the best presidents ever, he is top 5 on their list. Why is that? If you know the answer to that, please let me know inside the chat, inside the comments, man. Let me know. Also, hit the like button, and if there's a hype button, hype this, boost this joint up. Let people know that Van in here talking about BS again. He don't know what he talking about again. Vanning up here BSing again. Yeah. So the black community is feeling this joint. How do I know? Check this out. It was posted today. It has 910,000 views. This joint has gone crazy viral already. Look at the likes on it, 17,000. Going crazy on it. It's absolutely insane. All right. I want y'all to hear what Stephen A is saying here. It sounds like something that I've been saying as of late.
I wish for one election that every black person would vote Republican. They're like, what? How can he say that? I said, it's simple. Since 1964, the black folks, we have been giving our vote to the Democratic Party at an exorbitant rate. Therefore, they know they got our vote, and they don't have to cater to us as much as we need them to. The Republicans know they'll never get our vote, so they don't give a damn about us. And as a result, we're the only community in America devoid of representation, which is why we're considered disenfranchised. I'm tired of that. What I want is to put ourselves as a community in a position where both parties have to work to get our vote.
Can I ask you this? Do you think you covering politics like you cover politics, in the words of your mans, is that good for business, your business?
It has the potential not to be. We'll have to see. So far it is. I think I'm doing pretty good. So far it is, but it has the potential not to be. But here's the point. Cam, if I thought like that, I'd never be here. There's plenty of decisions over the years I could have made that would have been good for business. But I had the courage to tackle the issues that I felt passionate enough to attack. That's what makes me me. There's plenty of decisions over the years I could have made.
All right, first off, man, Cam. Cam is a wild boy, man. What is Cam wearing? Cam is a wild boy. Hey, man, Cam Newton is a wild boy, man. I swear to goodness. Oh, my God. All right, what did he say? He said that he believed that black people should vote Republican. Just one election. What do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I would like to see what y'all think about that. I would like to see what y'all think about that. I agree with him. I think that black people need to shake things up a bit and show Democrats that you ain't got us by the balls like you think you do. That's it. I think that Black America, if you want the representation that you claim you want, if you want the restoration that you claim you deserve, if you want the reparations that you believe you should have, then you probably want to get some power behind you. Why? Because every other racial group in this country, they don't vote together like a monolith every single time. Like there'll be 40 over here, 40 over here, 50 over here, 50 over here, and there's never the same 50. Some people are locked in no matter what, and some people actually think for themselves and they make up different decisions throughout the course of the years. Not saying that if you've been a Republican all your life that you don't think for yourself, which you probably don't. I'm just keeping it a buck, because for me to be a Democrat my entire life and not make any decisions but Democratic decisions as far as voting, that was not very smart of me. So I have to put the same on you if you voted nothing but Republican all your damn life. Something wrong with you. You're locked into a side, baby, and you need to cut that shit out, Jack, because it ain't cool, man. Start thinking for yourself. That's what you need to start doing. But I think that will be something radical that that will never be expected of Black Americans ever. And I believe that Trump will probably take them seriously, because what happens is Trump is a businessman, right? Let's say that Trump is about to run for president, or somebody else is about to run for president, and you want to make sure that they know, that you want them to know that with our vote comes support, comes work, hard work, dedication, comes, our dollar is behind our vote. So it's so much that come from it. So if you get our vote, Here's what we're going to need. Don't act like the Asian community don't do it. Don't act like the Somalian community don't do it. Don't act like they don't do it. The Somalian community just now did it. Do you think Ilhan Omar is getting her crew, all of the Somalians? They're getting contracts, business contracts. They're getting their own businesses, their own storefronts. They're able to stay at home and be on welfare and live like millionaires at the same time. Do you believe that's just by chance? No, it's not. They were schooled. They were schooled. This was passed down. This was a community of people, the Somalians. We saw when the president of Somalia came here one time, and Ilhan Omar treated him as if, and she actually said verbatim that is still my president. That's what she said. Oh, baby girl is what he called her. Oh, baby girl. You know what I mean? So they have a certain love thing about each other. But all I'm saying is this: when a group move with some type of force and some type of skill, anything can happen. So he's absolutely right. What's going to happen if black people continue to vote Democrat, 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 and then threaten other people, other black people, or chastise, ostracize, kick a whole bunch of black people out of the community, kick them out? I mean, but you know what I'm saying. Stop inviting them, stop speaking kindly of them, those types of things. To certain events. What do you think will happen if everybody starts to come together and say, you know what, we need to move like the Jews? You know what I mean? We need to make something happen for us. And it's not to be like black violent or black nothing like that. It's simply every single group in our country make sure that they look out for the groups of their country. I mean, in our country, they absolutely do. Now, something that I will buck against. This is what I will buck against. He said that black Americans don't have representation. That's all we have is representation. And I say that's all we have because that's usually all we want. That's all we want is representation. We just want somebody in the job to let us know that we can do it. We want there to be some diversity, some equity, and some inclusion. We want to be included. Damn that, bro. Damn that. There's a whole bunch of people who are plugs right now who are capable of getting people jobs. There's a young black kid who is, y'all heard about Spirit Airline not being able to afford the fuel that goes in there to their airplanes and being able to sell the tickets at the rates that they were selling them and still be able to stay in business. Well, there's this young black kid who's considering purchasing Spirit Airline. Let me find this for you right now. I'll find it for you. But that right there is never discussed when you hear the talks about the loans we can't get, the schools we can't go to, the suffering that we have to go through, the jobs we can't get, the neighborhoods we have to live in, how we're not being protected against gang violence, how we're not receiving the best restaurants and grocery stores in our neighborhoods, how we're not like all of the resources that we could have, we're not receiving them because we're black. Like, that's all you hear. You're not hearing about this young guy who pretty much is about to save Spirit Airline with his own pocketbook. That's nuts. That's nuts. Hold on one second. Ha 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 ha. Where's the post I saw earlier today? Everybody's talking about the bad part. This joint came across my Instagram, and I said I should have shared it. I should have saved it or sent it to myself when it came across my feed, and I didn't. And this always happens whenever I'm live streaming and there's something I want to show. There's a whole bunch of videos about Spirit Airline, but all of them are negative, and I don't want to show that. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Don't want to show that because at the end of the day, they are a struggling airline that was probably doing everything wrong, but they was, you know, allowing people to fly safely around the country for the cheapest prices, and they was actually pretty safe. So yeah, that part. Shout out to you all, man. Thank y'all so much again for pulling up. Let me read some of these joints right here. 142 of you have answered the poll. The question was, President Trump is doing. 78% of you said a great job. 4% of you said a horrible job. MAGA. That's what y'all get. 9% of you said he's doing what he wants, and I'm good with that. And 8% of you said he is the worst president ever. Let me know who said that he's the worst president ever. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. No, just put a 2. Just put a 2 inside the chat. Look at Katie. Katie said she think he did horrible. Horrible. Do you want to come on the stage and say what you? God damn, you speaking with your chest. Do you want to pull up, cut your camera on, and say what you want to say, or you low key? You let me know. It's on you. What you want to do? You want to let the people know what you're saying, or you want to be a thumb thug? It's okay to be either way. If you want to be a keyboard killer. Nah, but thank you for pointing it out. Thank you so much for saying it. I would love to know why you said that he's a horrible president, though. Why he's doing a horrible job. Loophole. Vance Trump 2028. I don't want to see Trump in office again, man. I want him to do what he's doing, to move the hell out the way for somebody else to do what they got to do. Why? Because he's been doing it for a long time. He's been able to get some things done he wanted to get. He promised us that a whole bunch of people was going to be arrested. I guess a lot more paperwork happens with that. So we're about to see some of that, I suppose. I don't know. But there's a few things that he said he was going to do he didn't do yet. But give him time. I mean, because it's 2026. And they said that he will be a lame duck president. They're not going to give him anything that he wants anyway. And they're going to buck the system every single time that he tries to make a positive step forward. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Let me see. You said low key. Hey, thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate you all for always being around. For real. And I'm glad that you're still here, although I support that horrible president of yours because he is your president. Don't you ever forget that. Don't you ever forget it. He's your president, God dang it. He's your president. You hear me?
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person.
Hey, y'all got to see this one. I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about this. All right. So brutal honesty only. You can't play if you're a sucker and you're scared to write what you think. Okay. Y'all ready? Put a 1 in the chat to let me know that you're ready. To let me know you're paying attention. Put a 1 in the chat to let me know that you're paying attention because I want y'all to participate in this. All right, cool. Thank you, Katie, for playing. Nobody else is playing. Okay, there they go. There they go with the ones. All right, they ready. They ready. Okay, we ready. We ready. Brutal honesty only. I want everybody to tell me exactly what they're thinking right after you see this. All right? Exactly what you're thinking. No cut cards. Let's go.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
I'm going to do it one more time because it's very short, okay? I want y'all to look at them. 2 young people, 2 young black people. One of them, I don't know if her boyfriend is black or Somali, and he looked like he got a Somalian head. She looked like she can potentially be African. Okay, let's start there. So both of them might be second-generation immigrants right here. I'm thinking they second generation immigrants. That's just what I'm thinking. So yeah, they might not be foundational Black Americans. But I'm gonna play it one more time. Here they go.
When you're black, you're never really lonely because there will always be a white person all up in your business.
Now look at her. Look at her face. Look at the mug that she giving. Look at that mug. Exactly, Hugh. Because it looked like she is in their business. Like they not even paying attention to them. They having fun. They talking to that baby girl. They drying off from getting out the water. They enjoying themselves at the beach. While at the same time, this couple is worrying about another family at the damn place. That's crazy. I can only play this one time. I only threw it up there, Renee. You can't speak like that if I'm gonna be putting it on there, man. She said, "No, I mind my own." Yeah, that's what I do too. I try to just enjoy my family. Let me see. People, stop looking at the world with your eyes wide shut. Wake up and smell the coffee. Stop living in your little bubble and look at what's happening outside of it. Chaos. Thank you so much for the TED Talk, Robert. All right. What? She forgot to say white liberal. Maybe she is right because she isn't built well. Is that a chick for sure? Oh my gracious. That's not nice, Carolyn. That's not nice. I don't think that's nice. All women are not built the same. With all women don't have breasts and all that other stuff. Yeah, they're called liberals. Someone is full of themselves. Uh, I see what she's saying. That beach looks empty. Uh-oh. I prefer to stay out of everybody's business. I've had enough to deal with on my own mess. They weren't even paying attention to her. They really wasn't. She was just trying to shoot some content. And now it's going viral. Let me see what people are saying about this joint, by the way. Oh wow, that is racist right there. That is racist. Look at what somebody posted right here, man. It says when you wake up in the afternoon and look into the mirror and see that, then immediately start gluing some oriental woman's hair to your head and cramming yourself into the most ridiculous clothes you can shoplift. You know Whitey has won, and this is all theater. That's racist, bro. That's racist, man. Oh man, that's petty. That is petty and racist. That is wow. That's racist and petty. You're ruining my selfie. That's racist and petty. Blacks will never be truly free until they are back with their people in the lands that represent them. Wow. Wow. So, suffice it to say, they did not really care for that post at all. All right, let me see here. Oh my gracious. Apparently, the White House has been locked down because there was a shooting there. They're saying that a man was shot downtown D.C. near the White House. So I guess they didn't want to tackle this one. They said, damn that, this one not being tackled. We're going to put a hot one in your ass. We're going to put a hot one in your hair. Yeah.
To some, it's not even a saying, yo.
Oh, the hell. Okay.
Particular has acted. Okay, I don't understand how you don't understand the pain the Trump administration has caused. You have to know in your heart that this administration, in particular, has acted illegally and unconstitutionally in ways that have weakened our democratic institutions, wrecked our economy, rolled back protections for public health, the environment, not to mention healthcare and Social Security benefits. Okay, all of that is at risk for millions of Americans. If you don't think for 1 second this could lead to someone risking it all, then you're bugging. Yes, we should talk about violent political rhetoric that leads to political violence, and we should discourage that and denounce it, okay? Especially when it's coming from the President of the United States of America. But we should also talk about violent political policies that are hurting the pockets of everyday working class Americans and discourage and denounce that too.
Charlamagne the guy from Breakfast Club was saying all that to say that he was saying all that to excuse the potential assassination of the president. He was saying that it's Trump's fault, pretty much. You know, the same way that they said that it was Charlie Kirk's fault. What happened to him? It's the same play. It's the same play, same exact play. Charlie Kirk was going around having conversations with college students, college students. No fights broke out or anything. They were getting in line, long lines, just to address him one-on-one. So he can explain to them what they didn't have a clear understanding of. And he wouldn't debate for the sake of winning the debate because he already knew I'm discussing this with college students. I mean, what's the point? That's not a flex. He was doing it so that there could be some level of understanding so they can actually understand why I'm going out of my way to do what I'm doing right now. They're trying to do the same thing right now and make up excuses as to why Trump deserves to be on a hit list, anyone's hit list. If that's the case, you do realize that, like, the same amount of people who Trump has pissed off, Charlamagne the God probably pissed off from people who just don't like him, who believe that he is spouting negative, dangerous rhetoric. Who knows? But it's never a good thing to go after somebody and try to unalive them simply because you have a misunderstanding with them, or you just have a disagreement with their political ideology or something like that. That's just stupid. And the fact that he can support that by saying that he is doing dangerous things and he is spouting dangerous rhetoric and he has written dangerous policies and he has affected and impacted this person and that person, there's enough people to be upset. So what if it's enough people to be upset? Grow the hell up. You're going to be upset, but being upset does not equate to unaliving the president. It's stupid. Why is that even an option? I'm upset because this mean president then did something mean to me. So yeah. Naughty. I'm gonna pull up in a minute, but I just want to show some. I'm almost done. All right. So Laura Loomer and Candace Owens have been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Last time I checked in, Laura Loomer was getting the best of Candace. The last time I checked the internet, though, Candace has fired back. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but they are going at each other's jugular. I'm starting to believe that they don't like each other. I'm starting to believe that maybe they don't like each other. Hey, check this out. So Katie says this, and someone could feel free to address if you like. Katie says it's more than that. Trump has done nothing for the American people. He's only got rich in his family. Trump has done nothing for the American people. Only him and his family have gotten rich. Interesting. Just because you hate Kirk doesn't mean he's hateful like you, Katie. What? Oh, you throwing shots at Katie. You don't get to tell people what reason they do something. No, you're absolutely right. You're right about that. I don't get to tell anybody, but we all get to have an opinion. I mean, are you saying that fights start because somebody's fights should start, or unalivings should start because someone did something or said something mean to you? Is that what you believe? Because if that's the case, what do you think about that Chud the Builder guy? Do you think that somebody should fight him or do something to him? I would love to know your point of view. Yeah, because the college teachers do the same thing, but in the classroom. Thank you so much, Emma. I really appreciate that. And I hope you and your lovely family are doing well too. Katie is going hard on y'all. She let y'all know she's not no chump. She's not no punk. Katie, you want I'm telling you, pull up, man. Pull up. I think they want that smoke. I think if you say that you won't cry for Charlie Kirk, I think you support political violence. That's what I think. Like, I see what you're saying. You don't encourage it. You wouldn't wish ill on anybody's life. I get that. But you're saying that the fact that he's gone, you know what I mean? But Charlie Kirk was actually against empathy. He was saying empathy is fake. So if you don't know him or have a connection with him, I don't expect for you to have some real feelings for him. So as far as crying for him, no one expects that. But to say that you won't cry for him, it does sound like you support the actions that were taken against him. It sounds like. I ain't say you do, because you seem like a good person. So I don't think you do, but it sounds like you do. Instigators. Oh, we all know that's an excuse, Katie. See, everybody make up all the excuses in the world so they not have to get on the stage. It's okay. I'm just messing with you. Instigators, kind of like the movie Warriors. Play hot potato with no gun. Yeah. So that's what they're doing with that's what Chud the Stud is doing. That dude is a weirdo, bro. She's justifying it by claiming he was spewing hateful rhetoric. That's the same as support. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that, actually. She can't tell me any hateful rhetoric. Yeah, Katie, can you do that? Tell me some hateful rhetoric that he spewed. That's what I would like to hear. If you have to get physical over words, then you have the problem. I hear you, Carol. Are you married, Carol? Hey, Carol, tell me if you're married. I know it's facts, Katie. You need to give us some, though. Give us some of those. Give us some of that hateful stuff that Charlie Kirk said. Give us the playlist. We need the playlist, Jack. No one deserves to be shot for words. And not from a YouTube short. Charlie Kirk was a beast, man. Y'all need to stop playing with that dude, bro. I think Charlie Kirk was a beast. I didn't like him before. I thought his head was huge. I thought he had a huge head, but then I realized that most geniuses back in the day had big heads. Where else can they fit all the smarts, right? Am I right? Somebody know what I'm talking about. But I did come across something that he said that I wanted to show you guys. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second.
The white men don't have to do anything to suppress black people, sweetheart. Black people are doing it all by themselves. Y'all love to try to blame the white man for everything. Let me just tell you, the white man ain't forcing you to go to the liquor store every weekend. The white man not forcing you to go to the club every weekend. The white man not forcing you to drink lean. He not forcing you to pop Percocets. He's not forcing you to have all these illegitimate bastard-ass kids. The white man is not forcing you to do none of it. You are willingly participating in this mess of a life. So don't sit in my face and try to tell me what the white man is doing to you. They did it to them. We the product of what they did to them. Now it's up to us to change the way we think, change the way that we eat, change the way that we do things, change the places that we go to, change the people that we're procreating with. Change. But no, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear some shit that's toxic. That's what y'all want to hear. Man.
I love what this lady said. And the reason why I love what she said is because black people already know this. They already know it. But it's like, shh. We can't get nothing back from them if you don't shut up. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. It's like, shh. God, you talk too much. Shut up. Damn. Because they already know. My wife and I, when you look at us right now, how we live, we're probably more conservative than most conservatives. Just in how we raised our family together, how we decided to put our lives together and focus on God and family and just being good people. And like, we were more conservative than a lot of people because we saw, not because we wanted to be conservative, but because we always voted Democrat. But we took our family serious. That's it. We took the children's education serious. We took our own responsibility for ourselves seriously. Like, we didn't depend on anybody else to do it for us. We said we're having a baby, which was a surprise because we're teenagers. We're having a baby. That's a surprise. I asked her the most romantic question ever when she told me she was pregnant. I said, so what you going to do? She said, what you mean what I'm going to do? So we decided to have the baby and not abort it. We decided to get married when we had our baby. We decided to move out on our own. We decided to pull ourselves up by our imaginary bootstraps. We decided. So there's a lot of people in the black community that say we don't have bootstraps. We can't live like them. We can get out and just do things like that. That's for the white people. That's not for us. Like, we grew up with our mother on drugs or our father on drugs and not having this and not having that. That's what me and my wife had when we were younger. I probably had the least of all my friends. They had their mother or their father or both. So at the end of the day, it's like, stop making excuses, man. The white man ain't doing this to you. You doing this to you. You doing this to you. The white man ain't telling you to purchase your children the most expensive shoes before they even know what Jordans are. The white man ain't tell you to dress your daughters like that, showing their curves before they even understand what a curve is. The white man ain't around you in your neighborhood robbing you and breaking into your vehicles and selling your mama and your cousins and your sisters and your brothers crack. That ain't them. Like, that was them that dropped it off in the hood. That was a psyop. Let's call it what it was. It was a psyop at one point. At one point, it was a setup by the government. Let's just say it. Like, let's not even get into a debate about it. I agree. It was a psyop on the black community. All right. But how long is that supposed to work? How long is that excuse supposed to work? Because believe it or not, white America don't even know that a great deal of black Americans have all decided to no longer even smoke weed anymore. But there's a great deal of white Americans who believe that all black people smoke weed and drink liquor and do this, that, and the other. They don't know that you exist only because you support the side that does nothing but act as if we're being held back and we can't do anything. By you keeping that a secret, how you're living and how well you're doing, they don't understand what's represented out there. So, saying all that to say this, if you're not loud with the truth, somebody else will be. Yeah. And you're not going to get your way by simply complaining all the damn time either. Just saying. See here. Oh man, we got a super chat. This who Clay left Megan for? Hey, thank you so much for the super chat, Teddy. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Shout out to Clay. Shout out to Teddy. I appreciate you, man. And Kick and X and YouTube. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. And shout out to this young lady who put some fire up on my channel. Right? So I'm about to get off of this joint, man. Y'all have an amazing night. I have a lot to do. And I will see you next time. All right. Y'all continue to kick butt, all right? And pray for one another. And thank you to all my blues for participating how you did. Making sure everybody kept the peace, and all of my greens, and for everybody who just stayed and just had a good time with us. All right. Y'all have an amazing night. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.